the world of the NFL is pure chaos. Every game, every play, every word uttered is a battle in itself. And it's the game that gives the players the stuff. And the stakes are high, motions are higher, and they're right in the spotlight. Sometimes for their performance, sometimes for their actions off the field. But today, it's Steelers wide receiver George Pickens, who's front and center, and not for the reasons you might expect. The tension between Pickens and Browns cornerback Greg Newsome has caught everyone's attention. But trust me, the story doesn't end there. Stick around, because what Pickens did next, it left everyone shaking their heads. It was a cold, snow-covered field as the Steelers fought tooth and nail against the Cleveland Browns. All eyes turned to George Pickens, who was supposed to be the point man for a crucial Hail Mary pass. Instead, a scuffle broke out between Pickens and Browns cornerback Greg Newsome. Pickens was pushed out of bounds, and the pass fell helplessly to the ground, ending the game in chaos. Coach Mike Tomlin hinted that interference might have played a role in Pickens being taken out of the play, which left the rest of the team struggling to make the catch. Pickens himself managed to grab 4 receptions for 40 yards, but that wasn't the headline anyone remembered. It was the heated exchange afterward that took over the narrative. Newsome didn't hold back, calling Pickens a fake tough guy and questioning his efforts during the game. And just when we thought Pickens would rise above the criticism, he fired back with, "I don't think the Cleveland Browns are a good team at all." A comment like that, it's like he thinks a little shade can deflect the heat coming his way. But did it really? The fallout from that scuffle was immediate. Everyone from fans to analysts to former Steelers quarterback Ben Roethlisberger had something to say. Big Ben didn't mince his words either. He said, "George is fighting with a guy before the ball even in the air." Ouch. That's the kind of statement that cuts through the noise and makes you wonder if Pickens' head is in the right place. This wasn't just about one play. It became a conversation about Pickens' maturity and what kind of player he really wants to be. When more players and media started questioning, are the Steelers losing control of their young star? Are they nurturing raw talent? Or are they letting a rising ego take over? Coach Tomlin, as expected, shielded his player, claiming he hadn't seen the footage. But the truth was evident. Pickens was involved in a scuffle when he should have been locked in on that crucial Hail Mary. Now, you might wonder, is Tomlin shielding Pickens? Or is there a larger issue here, one that even Tomlin can't address openly? And speaking of fines, let's not forget the NFL's strict media policies. Players are obligated to be available for interviews, and ignoring the press can get pretty costly. Just ask Marshawn Lynch. Lynch got hit with a massive $100,000 penalty for his silent treatment. At Super Bowl Media Day, Pickens seems to be treading down a similar path. His iconic line to reporters, "I'm just here so I won't get fined," echoed Lynch's infamous words. It was funny, sure. But behind the humor lies a deeper issue. The league wants engagement, not deflection. The public wants answers, not attitude. If Pickens keeps dodging questions and stirring the pot, the fines will add up, and so will the trouble. Now, the real question is, how will the Steelers respond? Do they back a player who's undeniably talented but seems determined to test the limits? Or do they rein him in before his actions start affecting team chemistry? As the playoff race heats up, Pickens' attitude might be a deciding factor. The Steelers are at a crossroads, and whether they rise or fall could depend on their ability to balance talent with discipline.